Hello, this is Mansi from Mansi Makes, and I will be doing some mixed media scrapbooking today with Grafix products. I am using Duralar, which is a high-performance polyester film that is also archival, and I'll be using the translucent film. I'm also going to be using metallic foil board, which comes in a variety of different colors, funky film with a silver sequins pattern on it, a computer clear film, which is for laser printers, black craft plastic, shrink film, which I absolutely adore, and craft plastic in opaque white. Craft plastic is very easy to cut with scissors, with a trimmer, with a craft knife, and here you see me stamping on a strip of craft plastic that I cut with my cutter. I stamped with archival ink, and then I'm coloring this image with colored pencils. You can also color with gel pens, with acrylic pens, with watercolors, whatever medium you have that you want to use with craft plastic. I will then take my printed image, my stamped image, and die cut that using my die cut machine. And I am also, since I'm making a Polaroid camera, making the actual Polaroid image that is going to be sliding out of this camera. So that's the second stamped image that you see that I die cut. Then I printed a photograph of me with our friend's dog, whom I absolutely adore, and he was a big part of us getting through our summer during COVID. So I wanted to have his memory, his photograph coming out of that Polaroid camera. So I printed that out on the clear film for laser printers, cut it out, and then used the double-sided tacky mounting tape to adhere that image on to the stamped image, the stamped and die cut image that I had previously made. So my camera was ready, and then I moved on to the next thing. This time I trimmed some shrink film, and I die cut 2 surfboards from it. And once I had die cut them, I just used pasta pens, which are acrylic markers, to create some freehand designs, some just patterns that I wanted to make on those surfboards. And once I was happy with my patterns, I then just took my heat gun and a pair of tweezers. You want to be careful not to burn your hands. So I took a pair of tweezers and just used my heat gun to shrink this film, the shrink film. And you can see how quickly, when even heat is applied, it shrinks to a very, very small size. It shrinks to 20% of its original size. And everything looks cute when it's tiny. So I just absolutely adore these surfboards. But there's also an alternative way of using this shrink film. You can color with whatever you want, with whatever markers you have, and then you can take your stamped, colored, and die-cut image and then use a toaster oven. Now, I happen to have a toaster oven that is dedicated to craft work because I have a little kid at home that does a lot of melting of perler beads. So I have this toaster oven dedicated to crafting, and I just took a metal plate and put that shrink film in there, and it took maybe about 45 seconds for it to curl up and then uncurl itself and produce a smaller version of the conga line that I had just stamped and colored onto my shrink film. So you have both options depending on what you have accessible in your craft area to use with your shrink film. You can use a heat gun, and it'll take about 20 seconds for this shrink film to shrink to 20% of its original size, or you could use a toaster oven with parchment paper and a metal plate, and then shrink your stamped, die-cut, colored image using a toaster oven. Both ways work just as effectively. So once I had these elements in place, I then decided I wanted to stamp on the metallic foil board. The metallic foil board is traditionally used for die cutting or cutting out images for holiday decorations, and I just decided I wanted to stamp on it and see how it would look. So I used archival ink, and then I just added some highlights. And it's absolutely amazing when the light catches this foil. It just is beautiful. The effect is just stunning. And I used a puncher to cut a square out and just added some details again with my white pen. Very easy to work with. I then took my mixed media journal page, which happened to be the white craft plastic page, and I am stamping on it using archival ink again. I am just using heat to make sure that my ink does not smudge as I color in it. And it's always nice because, you know, the plastic is a smooth, glossy surface. So it's always nice to just make sure that your ink is going to be set. And then I'm using my Sakura Glaze pens, which have this nice sheen to them once they dry up. Right? It's a very, very nice effect. So I use that. And then I decided I wanted to stamp with clear Versamark ink and use embossing glaze with a heat tool. And I really like the versatility of this craft plastic as a substrate because there are so many different things that you can use with it. You can use archival ink, pigment ink, Versamark watermark ink. You can use embossing glazes, embossing powders, mount things on it like I am doing here with my shrink film and my metallic foils. There's just so much that you can do with this substrate, and it is an absolute joy to work with when you know that you can use it for so many different things, and it'll take all of it. It's really fun. I also love working with black craft plastic, and here you see me making a little tag here with the black craft plastic. So I just cut it out with scissors and then used a corner puncher to give it rounded edges, made a little punch hole in there, and I'm going to set an eyelet and add a ribbon. And I've made a little pocket out of paper. It's scrapbooking paper, and I just made a pocket out of it. And I thought it was a cute idea to put some footprints from the sand because we had some great memories of going to the beach this summer. So added some footprints with pigment ink. So pigment ink also works on craft plastic, and then used gold embossing powder and heat set that, melted it. And it just looks absolutely stunning on that black. And then I just used a metallic gold pen to write the word memories and add some dots for sand. And that was really quick to make and easy and very effective and also very elegant and classy looking. And so you have a little tuck pocket over there that goes on top of the tag, the metallic tag. And then I also made a Duralar painting. I keep making paintings on Duralar with alcohol inks and I save them. So I use that blue painting as a background for my conga line. And to be able to mount all of this now, to stick all of this to my mixed media page, my substrate, which was the clear white plastic, craft plastic, I'm using the double tack mounting tape. And I'm using that on the foil, I'm using that on my shrink plastic. It works for all of those different substrates. And page 1 was done, and then I just focused on working on page 2 with multiple stamping techniques. I did want to introduce some more Duralar into the mix, so I used embossing powder to stamp and emboss an image of a windmill because Amsterdam is also one of my favorite places to be, and I wish we could have gone there this summer, but we didn't. But it was definitely one place that we talked about a lot in our family. And I wanted that to be part of my page, my memory page. So I colored it with watercolors, and then I added that to that page. And I also used some of that silver sequins funky film and die cut some butterflies out of it. So basically what you see here on this spread is a collection of memories from my summer. It's scrapbooking at its finest, and it is using a lot of different mixed media products to make this page come alive. So craft plastic can take a lot of different items like glitter drops, Nuvo drops, gel pens, paint pens, glitter pens, watercolors. There's so many different things that you can use on this substrate. And my memories are captured forever on this spread, all about the summer of fun where we went and we watched surfers at the beach. We walked on the beach, so we made a lot of memories. So lots of beach stuff there. In that tag, we made pinwheels. We handed them out this summer to our neighbors. We went camping, or glamping actually, so out in the wild. I bought a lot of succulents. I killed a lot of succulents, but we went cycling. We celebrated a lot of birthdays this summer in our family. Spent a lot of time with our friend's dog, whose picture is in that Polaroid. Talked a lot about going to Amsterdam. Spent a lot of time doing impromptu picnics at our local park and just relaxing, just with the sand between our toes and admiring the California poppies blooming everywhere and just taking it all in. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing this tutorial and that it will inspire you to make a mixed media scrapbook for yourself in your mixed media journal using Grafix products.